Hi everyone, this is Miss Joelle for another Tech Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to be showing you how to take a PDF and change it into a Google Doc. So what you're going to do is you are going to drag the PDF into your Google Drive. So like if somebody emailed it to you, you can drag it over or save it to your desktop and drag it to Drive. Once it's in your Google Drive, you have two options. You can right click on the file, click Open with Google Docs, or you can click the file open and click open with Google Docs. Now, the only problem with this is that Google Docs has a hard time reformatting things. So the formatting is going to be a little bit off. So we will have to like tweak it to kind of make it look similar. And there are some things that we're just not going to be able to get. So what I would suggest is to keep this open so you can flip back and forth and see the differences. So I'm going to open with Docs. And this is actually saving a copy directly in your Google Drive in the same spot where that PDF was saved. So you can see that the formatting is a little bit off, right? The LB Schools logo didn't transfer, but I can start backspacing things. I can look at my top heading and just kind of flip back and forth and make sure that things are similar, right? So if I want revised in March, maybe I tab that over so that it looks more similar to this, right? I can see here that you're supposed to check a space and there's no little boxes. So I'm going to put like a little underlined space where I could check a box if I needed to. I can see that this line is a little long and it's making my other one go to the next line. So I'm going to delete these. So anyway, you can make little edits like that to make sure that your form looks the same. And once you have done that, if you need to go back to it, like I said, it's going to be right in your Google Drive. So you can see when I refresh my page, my Google Doc assignment that I just edited is right in there too. Okay, I want to show you one more type of assignment that you can do. And it's a little trickier, so you're going to have to bear with me while I kind of edit a little bit. You can see that this form or this PDF is going to be a little more difficult because it has a chart in it, right? So it has like the different charts and the different colors and things like that. And most of that is not going to transfer over. So I'm going to open this with Google Docs. And you will see, like I said, that the charts didn't move over, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go back and forth and say, okay, here this was a 2-line chart. So let's go in here and I can see the chart didn't transfer. It just has this line of dialogue. So I'm going to click Insert Table and make a 2-line table. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to copy and paste this right into here. So I don't want this like part 1 thing, right? So this is going to be the beginning. So now I can delete it from up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to backspace, because see how this is like so big and it's really not in the picture. So it's not letting me backspace anymore, which means that there's a like space embedded up here. So what you want to do is you want to go to this line spacing and click remove space before paragraph. And then you can see that disappears. Now I also want to color the whole background, because on this, see how the top was all colored. So I'm going to come over here and click this little paint thing and try to find a match. Oh, that looks similar. All right, so there's my top. Now, this next part, I noticed when I highlighted, did you see that it had a part 1 up here? So I'm going to copy that and delete it. And then I'm going to paste it down here. And now it's all in white, so you like can't even really tell that I did that. But what I'm going to do, actually, you know what? Let's change it to black first. So I'm going to go to my text color, change it to black. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that part. So it says part 1, student access to information. Part 1, student access to information. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I noticed that over here I have a chart, right? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes in my chart. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click not in the middle of the words. I'm going to insert a table, and it's going to have 9 sections. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to copy and paste from here into the sections. So like that part 1 was in the top. I can see after reflecting that part was in the top 2. So I'm gonna take this here, and I'm using a lot of those copy paste tricks. Again, see all this big spacing? I'm gonna come over to my line spacing, remove the space before the paragraph. And this one was like a darkish kind of blue. So let's make it, I think it was like this. Oh, here, this one. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so now I can see that question 1 comes directly under that. So I'm going to copy it, delete it from over here, paste it here, and then change the coloring of my box. I'm going to leave a blank one. I'm going to post, question 2 next. And you can see that I'm literally just deleting it from under there and pasting it in here. Change the color, take away the space at the top, leave a blank one for an answer. Do these at the same time. 4. Perfect. Spacing, spacing, spacing. And then color the box, color the box, and delete the space above, and delete the space above. And now you can see that my form in about 5 minutes looks very similar to the one here. So it's a lot easier than typing it and starting from scratch. So if that is something that helps, please feel free to use it. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me.